The Field Dog. What may sound like a myth or horror story to many is harsh reality for the 200 Iron Falcon named Aonir's Blade. According to legend, the guardian gods fought back the Field Dog, ancient mythical demons, and sealed them in a tomb. Ever since that day, the Field Dog have tried to break free, raising hordes of the undead from the sand to do their bidding, and it is only the Iron Falcons who stand between them and their return to the world.
Quite the view. So that's where the Iron Falcons guard the Field Dog.
I don't need to remind you that we should be careful, right? Aonir's Blade is and always has been a battlefield.
I know. We'll go in, get the stone, and leave. Maybe we won't even need to send in our army. Let's scout the area.
Blasted armor.
I'll do what's required. Wait.
Huh?
These bones. There's something about them.
You're right. They... Whoa.
What is it?
I think I just saw something. A part of the canyon.
Of course. These bones, they once belonged to the flesh of a seer. His thoughts still surround them.
A seer?
Someone with the gift of true sight. Maybe even one of the Falcons. They must have used his abilities for tactical purposes in their battle against the undead. Try again, Tahar. Touch the bones and think of something. A part of this canyon.
Sure. Blazes. It works. I can see the canyon.
Oracular bones. Now I've seen everything.
Was that a pun?
Ha ha.
Either way, this might be useful against the undead. Yes? Here we go again, old friend. No rest for the wicked. Huh. Seems that these bones can only show one part of the valley at once. Damn it. Here we go again, old friend. No rest for... Fascinating. Here we go again, old friend. Fascinating. Here we go again, old friend. Fascinating. Here we go again, old friend. No, fascinating.
We should get moving.
Understood.
Told them he shouldn't do it. Told him. But he wouldn't listen. You know? He...
Tiara's breath. Who are you? Who did this to you?
What?
I said, who are you?
No, Mother. It was him. Why don't you believe me? It was him!
It's too late for him. His mind has almost crossed the border.
Wait, let me see. Selwen Lurasar Eswantur.
Mother? I can see this city now. Tiara's breath. It's so white. So beautiful.
Damn it.
He was an Iron Falcon. That's a bad sign. Seems that something happened down in that canyon. Let's be wary. Interesting. Here we go. Undead.
Another bad sign. The Falcons are supposed to defend the entrance to the valley.
You'll regret this. You read my mind.
So much blood.
This way, right?
Prepare yourselves.
You got it.
Alright, why not?
As you want.
Now would you look at that?
That way?
Got it.
Sure.
Will do.
They won't stand a chance. I'll make it quick.
They will fall. Whatever's necessary.
Control. Need control.
Let's see.
Get ready. Fair enough. Let's do this.
I'll be swift.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, the Falcons are definitely in trouble.
Those soldiers are not just Falcons.
Let's get down there.
No! Not yet! Sure.
Another Deathman? Look, friend, why can't you stick to our agreement for just an hour?
Deathmen? What do you mean?
What is this? Are you...
Now, would you look at that? The fabled Falcons have called for reinforcements. They look a bit old, though. I always thought Lady Aonir likes her recruits young and ripe for plucking.
Hi, Keeper Aonir. And a hint of respect would be in order, Sir Katras. The fact that she tolerates your presence doesn't mean you can say as you please.
Yeah, I know. You folk would kill for your formalities and traditions, even if it means sacrificing your own troops to a group of undead.
I think you're confusing something. We're not reinforcements.
Oh.
Then, who are you?
It's complicated. To put it shortly, we're looking for a relic that we believe to be hidden here in the desert.
Neatalf's helmet?
No. Shaper Energy Stone. Hard to explain.
Energy stone? Well, I hate to shatter your treasure hunting fantasies, but whatever it is you're looking for, you're going to have a hard time finding it. The Iron Falcons lost the fortress, and thus the tomb.
Oh, that's bad.
You make it sound as if we forgot to lock the door. Tell me, stranger, have you ever heard of the Bloodburn?
I have. What about it?
Well, most people think that it only affects the living. That's wrong. The Bloodburn has an effect on the dead, too. At least here. It wakes them.
The Bloodburn wakes the undead? How?
I don't know how. I only know what it does. Whenever a mage hears that cursed song, the undead rise. And it frenzies them, almost like somebody is speaking inside their heads.
Just like I thought. Telepathy. It must be able to stimulate the remnants of their minds, even though they've died long ago.
I beg your pardon?
Doesn't matter.
Is it possible that the undead also killed a scout of yours? We found one on the mountain pass.
Tiar's breath. That must have been Henry. We sent him to ask for reinforcements. May the Guardians have mercy on his soul.
We did all we could. I'm sorry.
No need to be. He gave his life to protect Io, as we Falcons all will one day. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
And these undead overran your fortress?
8 days ago, yes. We were forced to retreat, and now they're continuously pushing us back. We're losing soldiers every day. It's a nightmare.
This isn't good. I don't know how precise these old Shaper maps are, but according to them, the stone should be hidden somewhere in the fortress.
I can hear you, and I know which stone you're talking about.
Lady Aonir, come to favor us with your lovely presence again?
Shut up. As I said, I believe I know which stone you're talking about. It's been with the Falcons as long as I can remember, but we never figured out its use. What do you want it for?
I'm working for someone who wants to put an end to the Bloodburn.
Huh. Lofty words. Look, stranger. If circumstances were different, we might discuss this. But right now, you're at the bottom of my priority list. I think it's best if you just go your way and look for another stone.
We can't do that. But maybe we could help.
You?
We and our army, which is waiting at the entrance of the canyon.
You're joking.
We are not. Go send a scout if you're in doubt.
Well, this just got a whole lot more interesting.
No. Whoever you are, there's no way on Io the Iron Falcons will cooperate with a bannerless army, Deathmen or yours. The canyon is our responsibility. As I said, go back to where you came from and let us handle this. We've protected Aonir's blade for centuries, and we will not fail at it now. Hold the line, Kiroy.
Oof, look at those legs. Like pillars. If only she had half as much wits as she had muscle, this whole dilemma would have been resolved by now. Come to my camp if you want to talk. I think introductions are in order, and I can help you.
Good luck, stranger.
You got it.
Interesting.
That way?
Oh, sod it.
You there! Wait! We should talk!
Thanks for coming back. Sorry the Keeper treated you so harshly. Thing is, we really could use your help. Any help, that is. Our sisters and brothers are still in the fortress, and I'm afraid they won't make it much longer. And as much as I respect the commander, I think she shouldn't have dismissed your offer so quickly.
So, what do you suggest we do?
Well, she is our leader, so without her consent, we can't do anything. But you could try to gain her trust.
There has been so much death in your ranks. Do you really think it's wise to waste even more time? Why can't your commander just listen to reason?
Well, I fully agree with you. We have lost far too much time already. But knowing Highkeeper Aonir, I can tell you that this is the only way to convince her. 2 days ago, one of our brothers deserted. Find him and bring him back to Highkeeper Aonir. That should help you win her trust.
Can't you just reclaim the fortress yourselves?
We've tried, but these undead, they are different. It's almost like this atrocity who is leading them, the one in the fortress, has given them some kind of intelligence. They are organized, almost like an army.
So the Deathmen are mercenaries. What do they want?
It's actually pretty simple. A relic. They were hired by some rich artifact collector from Everlight, who wants them to find Neathalf's helmet.
Neathalf's helmet? That's fascinating. So it is here, in Aonir's blade?
Yes, but in our possession. And since it's a relic of the Guardians, we are obliged to protect it, as much as we are bound to protect the tomb of the File Dark. All this wouldn't be a problem if the Undead hadn't taken our fortress. There's no way this group of cutthroats would have breached the walls. But now they want to help us free the fortress in return for the helmet.
That's a brazen move.
I agree. But it's also necessary. Even if the Guardians are watching us and judging our actions that very moment, they must see that the tomb of the File Dark and our brethren who are still in the fortress are more important than the helmet. But sadly, that is not how Highkeeper Aonir sees it. So, it's complicated. The Deathmen refuse to help as long as the Keeper doesn't swear to hand over the artifact in return.
You said that the Bloodburn woke them?
It still does. Every second night or so, our mages hear that forsaken song, and more undead rise from the ground. The fact that this place has been a battlefield for centuries doesn't make it better. There's as many bones as there are grains of sand.
Have you lost men to the Bloodburn, too?
Well, most of us are magically gifted one way or the other, so hardly. But there have been casualties, yes.
That's harsh. Katras said the Deathmen could help me, too.
That man says a lot when the day is long. I hope you're not seriously considering working with these cutthroats.
I'll think about it.
Well, don't think too long. Every minute we waste might cost us dearly.
We should think this through, Tahar. I'm sure we can only get on the good side of one of them. Deathmen or Falcons.
Understood.
Sure.
Let's see.
You came! I'm flattered.
You said you could help us.
I can, but first things first, right? I'm Katras Vertarth, leader of the Honorable Deathmen. Well, not really honorable, but you get the idea. What's your name?
Tahar.
Pleasure to meet you, Tahar. Since you've already talked to our falcon friend over there, I assume you're familiar with the dilemma. We want the helmet, but Madam Squareface doesn't want to cooperate with us.
So I assume you want us to help you recapture the fortress?
Yes. And in return, we'll give you that stone you want, and a small share of our pay.
I doubt the Keeper would like this.
Judging by those dead eyes and the stubborn look on her face, I doubt the Keeper likes anything but stale bread, prayer altars, and fighting the undead under the desert sun.
Before I decide anything, I want to know more about you. Who are the Deathmen exactly?
As I said, mercenaries. The only difference between us and most groups is that we don't give a damn about the race, the past, or the skin color of our recruits. Which is why we and Lady Aonir get along so terribly well. As much as we value them keeping us safe from the Vile Dark, the Iron Falcons are an uptight bunch of elitists.
You're a dark elf, right?
No, I just paint my skin blue because it looks pretty.
Sorry, it's just I've never seen one of your kind before.
Well, now you have. Though I'm probably not the best example. I don't eat babies, I don't fuck corpses, and I don't spend all day mumbling ominous incantations.
Let's assume I'm interested in your offer. How do you envision this cooperation?
Well, first of all, I want you to take care of something for me. Just recently, one of the Falcons deserted. Can't blame him, to be honest. Sadly, he just ran off into the desert rather than coming to our camp. I would like to change that. If he's still alive, find him and bring him to me. He might have some information that might be useful. Afterwards, you can bring in your army, we join forces and take back the fortress. You get your stone, I get my helmet. Everybody wins.
Why do you need me for this?
Because Madam Squareface keeps a watchful eye on me. She even said that if we make one wrong move, they'll use violence. No, I doubt she'd be that stupid, with these undead at our doorstep.
How will Keeper Aonir react to this?
I don't know, but if we join forces, we outnumber her by far. And it's not as if I'm planning on plundering, I just want the helmet. After that, she can have the fortress back. In a way, we're even doing her a favor. Her men are dying in there. I offered my help, you did, but she doesn't want it. You can only lead a horse to the water, you can't make it drink.
All right, I'll think about it.
Well, think fast. So long, Tahar. I hope to see you around.
I'll be swift.
All right, here goes nothing. You got it.
Stay away! I'm not going back! Stay away! I'm not going back!
I take it you're the deserter.
Deserter? I'm the only one with a hint of reason. Did she send you? Highkeeper Aonir?
What do you mean by a hint of reason?
Isn't it obvious? That whole thing, it's ridiculous. Our brethren are still inside the fortress. Blaze is even Aonor's disciple is. But she just refuses to cooperate with the Deathmen. And why? Because she's too proud. She hides it behind the Falcon Way and our traditions. But that's nonsense. Yeah, sure, the Falcons are a purely human order. But that doesn't mean you can't accept help from a dark elf if the fate of Io depends on it, does it? Instead, she's planning this idiotic foray which will be the sure end of us all.
She's planning an attack.
You didn't know? Yes, tomorrow at night. It's pure madness, and I'm not throwing my life away like this. I'd rather die in the desert. But you're gonna take me back, aren't you? To the Falcons.
If I bring you back, will the High Keeper kill you?
I don't know. I'm a deserter, so it is her good right to do so, but maybe she will settle for a month in the dungeon. Still, just don't make me go back there, please.
Sort of. I'm here to bring you back to the Falcons' camp.
Well, what can I do? I'll go back. You don't look like the kind of person to argue with. But if I die, it's on you.
Don't lay off the blame. You made a choice, and now you have to face the consequences. Now move.
That way?
Not now!
Yes, and I will gladly accept my punishment. But please, High Keeper, at least consider the offer.
We'll see. Now get back to your post, Kiroy. The undead aren't waiting for you.
High Keeper.
High Keeper Aonir,
I know what you did. You brought back Scion Marek. Kiroy told me all about his little plan.
So? Will you let us help or not?
Fine. Yes, I will. Bring in that army of yours and we'll see if we can deal with the undead together. Talk to Kiroy, my second in command. He'll show you where you can set up an outpost.
Wait, that boy is your second in command?
He's older than he looks and one of the most capable keepers. So yes, he is my second in command.
Fair enough. I'll talk to him.
Good.
That way?
Yes? Please tell me you have good news.
I do. The High Keeper agreed to the alliance, and she told me you'd show us a spot for our army to make camp.
Finally, some good news. All right, I'll show you a good spot.
Hold on a moment. High Keeper Aonir said you're the Falcon's second in command.
Well, yes, I am.
You're young, but you've seen a great deal of blood already, haven't you?
Yes, madam. I suppose I have. Traditionally, the Falcon's recruits are chosen at the age of 6. In other words, I've been in this desert for 18 years, so I have experience.
Lead the way.
Great. Come over here if you have a minute and we can... Here, this is a good place to build your outpost. Once you're all set up and your army has arrived, we'll discuss further steps.
We're being attacked!
What do we need?
As you want.
Here we go. got it.
Corporal?
We need to gather more wood, Squire.
Let us see.
What's next?
Huh?
Yes? Sure.
Yes?
So, what's the plan? All right, give me a second.
Yes?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. We need to gather more wood, Squire.
What do you require?
I think we're set.
You are. Though I certainly didn't expect your army to be a tribe of more here. I really hope they respect you as a leader.
They do. Don't worry.
Your word in Tiara's ear. Well, best we get started. I'll order a carriage of basic provisions to be delivered your way. It's not much, but as you can guess, most of our resources are in the fortress. Since you've also brought some craftsmen with you, we would be grateful if you could share some of your resources with us once you've started gathering. The more provisions we have, the better we'll fight. Just drop them off at our camp. Also, if you could take out those towers, that would help us tremendously.
Towers?
Yes, they are ancient Hibernian devices the Falcons have used for centuries to defend themselves against the undead. They have captured them and seem to be using them against us, which is, once more, worrying. Undead are meant to be mindless monsters, not tacticians. I strongly assume it's this creature who is leading them.
Understood. When do we strike the fortress?
Once we've gained enough ground and are prepared enough, I guess. That's really up to Highkeeper Aonir and you to decide. Just make sure you fill her in on your plans. And yes, now that might be worth a try.
What?
There's an old catapult up to the northeast. When that whole bloodburn mess started, we pushed it up there to take out clusters of undead, but we were forced to retreat. If you can reclaim it, we can use it to our advantage.
All right, let's get to work then.
Do that. And I'm glad you came along. That attack the Highkeeper planned to free the fortress. It would have been a suicide mission. You prevented one tragedy from happening, friend. Let's hope we can prevent the second one, too.
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought.
Understood.
Corporal?
All right, give me a second.
Now would you look
The
at
outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
that? Will do.
We need to gather more wood, Squire. Building completed. We need to gather more wood, Squire. attacked!
You read my mind.
Salga Sevrante. It will only take a second. Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought. Blesses us with her rains. A good omen. Yes, almost there.
Huh?
It will be swift. Salga Sevrante.
We should get moving.
You'll regret this.
Yes, almost there. A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us. Haven't heard from her in a while. Salga Sevrante. Let's see. Ellen blesses us with her rains. A good omen.
What's next?
A wonderful day.
I am ready.
Yes? That's the way?
What do we need?
blazes, somebody help me! Get those sodding things off me!
They will fall.
Blasted blistering blazes. That was close. Where by Nihalf were those sodding falcons? They're supposed to keep the canyon safe.
They're busy. What are you even doing here? We're a long way from Windwall.
That's, complicated. Listen, friend, I'm not here by myself, but with my two brothers. We were split up when those blasted corpses awoke all of a sudden. You look as though you can wield a sword. Could you go look for them? Please, I'll even pay.
Where are they?
Probably up north, but who knows where those sodding creatures drove them.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'd come and help you, but I can barely walk anymore. I'll wait here.
Damn it. It is more complicated than I thought.
All right, why not?
We will be swift.
Building completed.
Salga Sevrante.
We need to gather more wood, Scryer.
Let us see. We will be swift. Damn it. It is more complicated than I thought. Wait a second. Well then. Damn it. More complicated than I thought.
Building completed. Building completed.
Corporal?
Yes?
We're being attacked! Building completed.
I'll do what's required. Of course. I'm injured.
Building completed.
I'll do what's required. I'll be swift. Understood.
Yes?
It will be bloody.
Yes, we will be swift. Smiles at
Yes?
All right, give me a second.
They will fall.
Let us see.
All right, give me a second.
Blesses us with her rate. A good omen.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Salga Sevrante. Let the Taskmaster know if you have work for us, Everin. A wonderful day.
Building completed.
Next. Let us see. It's more complicated than I thought. Yes, almost there.
Building completed. We're being attacked!
Huh?
Of course. I'll do what's required. They won't stand a chance. I'm injured. Control. Need control. Blood. So much. As
blood.
you want.
We will be swift. It will only take a second. Damn it. This is more complicated than I thought. Ellen blesses us with her rate. A good omen. Yes, almost there. Well then.
We need to gather more wood, Scryer.
We will be swift. Haven't heard from her in a while.
Building completed.
Corporal? I'll be swift. Of course.
Huh?
Understood.
Danger up ahead!
I'm injured.
Corporal?
Be swift. Well then. Damn it. More complicated than I thought. Salga Sevrante. Yes, almost there. Let us see. Yes, almost there. It will only take a second.
Building completed.
Ellen blesses us with... It will be swift. Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought. Yes, almost there. Well then. We will be swift. It will only take a second. Let us see. We will be swift.
Uh-huh.
Will do.
It will only take a second.
That way?
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
The land, Saru. Is there anything you need? As you want.
Building completed.
I understand. I'm injured. I'll do what's required. Of course. I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes!
Yes? Stay with me, will you?
Ellen blesses us with her rains. A good omen.
Something you need?
I'll be swift. As you want. Understood.
Understood.
You got it.
Help me!
Take
please.
that, you piece!
I need help! Help!
Oi! You there! Over here, help me!
All right, here goes nothing.
Interesting.
Building completed.
Whatever's necessary.
We're being attacked!
Prepare yourselves.
I can't! I'm out of mana!
Of course.
Blasted armor.
As you want. I'll do what's required.
We should get moving.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Yes, almost there.
Building completed.
Huh?
Damn it. Really swift. Yes, almost there. us see.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Damn it. Let us see. We will be swift.
Neo's hammer. You saved us. Who are you? What are you doing in this cursed place?
Long story, but your brother sent me to look for you.
Ulfric. So, well, he's alive.
He is. Follow me, I'll take you to him.
All right.
This way, right?
No! Not yet!
We're being attacked!
I'll be swift.
All right, why
I'll
not?
make it quick.
I can't! I'm out of mana!
I need mana!
We will be swift.
Just give the word.
By Nihalf, there you are! You did it! Blasted blistering blazes, I don't know what to say.
You're welcome. How about my pay?
Ah, yes, sure. Here you go. It's not much, but it's all I can offer. Honestly, friend, thank you. For a moment, I seriously thought I had lost them.
We're not that easy to get rid of, Burke. You should know that.
So it seems. Listen, this might sound odd, but you wouldn't know a good place for us to stay and do our commerce, would you? These days, it's not safe to travel these roads without an escort anymore, and frankly, we're tired of bandits, undead, and monsters trying to slice, claw, and maul us into dwarven stew.
Actually, I do. I'm leading a sort of army myself. We could use a quartermaster.
Oh, you do? Well, it's settled then. You have some business to take care of here first, though, don't you? Just let us know when you're done and we'll join you at the entrance of the canyon.
Let's see.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest.
Building completed. Building completed.
Ellen blesses us with her rains. A good omen.
Farewell.
Yes?
Sounds like a plan.
Well then, it will only take a second.
We're being attacked!
Yes?
Of course.
This way, right?
There.
That's the way.
She's caught a scent.
I'll do what's required. As you want.
Yes?
They won't stand a chance.
Yes, almost there. We will be swift.
Blasted armor.
Huh?
Ellen blesses us with her rains. A good omen. Yes, almost there. Take a second. Let us see. Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought. We will be swift. Haven't heard from her in a while.
Huh?
Say the word, Evran.
Salga Sevrantes. How's that?
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Well then.
Building completed.
Ellen bless.
I am ready. Understood.
This way, right?
I'll keep you shielded.
I'm injured.
All right. Why not?
I'll be swift. I'll do what's required.
No! Not yet!
I'm injured.
We should get moving.
Yes, almost there. Let us see.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Damn it. Salga Sevrante. We will be swift.
Building completed. Being attacked!
Corporal?
I can't! I'm out of mana!
What do you require?
Huh?
No! Not yet!
Yes? Of course. I understand.
I'm injured.
It will be bloody.
I'm injured. Building completed.
Is there anything you need?
Building completed.
Scryer.
There.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Say the word.
I'll be swift.
Will do.
Sure.
We're being attacked!
Huh? That's the way?
No! Not yet!
I'm injured. Prepare yourselves. I'm injured. As you want. Understood.
Will only take a second.
Yes?
Well then. We will be swift.
I am ready.
So, what's the plan?
She's caught a scent.
Got it.
You got it.
They will fall.
Just give the
You
word.
read my mind.
There it is! Take out those undead!
Whatever's necessary.
You'll have to wait! All right, give me a second.
We're clear!
The outpost has
That's
been
one
built.
heck of a weapon.
We've expanded
If we
our
arm
borders.
this thing, we might be able to do a lot of damage to the undead in the fortress.
We're being attacked!
Corporal, I'll do what's required. I'm injured.
Yes? Sure. This way, right?
Understood.
All right, why not?
What do we need?
Huh? What do you require?
This way, right?
I'll be swift.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Huh? Danger up ahead!
They won't stand a chance.
Control. Need control.
Yes? I'm injured. As you want. Understood. It will be bloody. Of course.
We're being attacked!
Yes? You read my mind. You'll regret it. What do we need?
I am ready. I'll do what's required.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I'm injured. As you want, I'll be swift. Of course.
Yes.
Get ready!
I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes!
Yes.
Fine.
All right, here goes nothing.
Corporal?
Got it.
Huh?
So, what's the plan? Fair enough. Let's do this. Here we go.
Whatever's necessary.
Stay with me, will you?
You'll have to wait!
Is there anything you need?
Get ready! You'll have to wait!
No, this can't be.
They're all dead.
Oh, really? Just how did you guess that?
Seems I'm late for the party. Good job you did there, High Keeper. It's not like I warned you this would happen if you didn't cooperate.
You bloody piece of filth! I swear I'll...
He's right, Keeper. If you hadn't refused to cooperate with the Deathmen, these soldiers might still be alive.
How dare you?
Forgive me, but we should not discuss this now. What about the tomb? Where are...
What was that?
The vile dog. The undead. They must have broken the seal.
There's no other choice. I need to perform the ritual.
What? No, you...
They will try to stop me. Defend me as long as you can.
Are you deaf? Stop it right now. This is an order.
Shit. Here they come.
Yes?
Will do.
Huh?
Understood.
Just give the word. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Not yet!
Control. Need control.
You'll regret this.
Right,
next?
why not?
I'll keep you shielded.
Whatever's necessary.
More of them. Protect Kiroi!
All right,
They will
here
fall.
goes nothing.
All right. I can't focus.
Kiroi! No, you can't.
Shit.
Now
I killed them.
that ritual he performed, what was it?
A sacrifice. He knew there was no time to seal the tomb manually, so he decided to act. Dutiful until the end.
What about the Field Arg? Are we safe?
As long as we hold the fortress, yes, the world is safe. And as always, we're the ones who paid the price.
Well, will you be able to hold it?
Yes. The Undead took this fortress because we didn't expect their ambush. We do now. As long as we keep the gates shut, we'll be able to fend them off.
What about the stone? We still need it.
Of course, you'll get your stone. Just wait here. Here, is this the one you're looking for?
It is. Where did you have it?
In our treasury. It has been in the fortress since our order was founded. We never knew what it was and assumed it was a Hibernian artifact. Turns out it wasn't. Here, take it.
Thank you.
Thank me. You still have no idea what you prevented from happening, have you? If you hadn't been here, the File Darg would have awoken, and then the blood burn would have been the least of our worries. And here I am, not even knowing your name.
It's Tahar. Yes, like Isamo Tahar.
Oh, so you're... Huh. I... see. Well, Aonir's blade was never affected by your father's rebellion, but it seems you don't take after him. That's good. Anyway, all the best on your travels, and good luck.
Likewise.
Sir Katras, I think we should have a word. Yes, you will get your helmet,